Hello, everybody, and welcome to another My Music. Now, today, we don't have the groom, we have brides instead. Hey, there they are, ready to go. They've had their vitamins, they've had their Weetabix, they're ready for you. They'll be coming back straight after this to talk to you about music.
Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what a catchy little number.
Isn't it a catchy little number? Which was your favourite bit? The bit where the guy threw the guitar over the swimming pool, or the cat dancing, or...
We were so locked in on trying to come up with a good little dance move to do to it that I don't think we blacked out.
Fantastic. Brides, where are you from?
I'm from a lovely little town called Stevenage, but I've lived in Liverpool for almost a decade now.
Right, Stevenage. Yeah, know Stevenage very well. Do you know what Stevenage is the home to?
Stevenage Borough Football Club, big old Cineworld.
Yeah,
Doing light at me though.
It's also the home of Fira, which is where they test furniture. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that. I feel like I've missed out now.
Yeah, literally, there's a testing room in Stevenage, and you know where, like, you might have seen it in certain IKEA shops, other shops that sell furniture are available, where like a fake bum goes and sits on a chair 1,000 times. Yeah, basically the whole thing is that they even do like crib testing where they like make little cribs and they set fire to furniture. So it's basically rock and roll with furniture.
I feel like they're not making use of the town there because there's perfectly a lot of people in Stevenage who'd be more than willing to just sit on things for a living. Yeah, you know, why do we need to automate this? I'm for the worker here.
There you go. Why get the robots in when you could have fun doing it another way? I can't think of anything else from Stevenage. No, sorry, but Liverpool, marvelous. And you've both moved to Liverpool now.
Oh,
no, I'm from Liverpool.
You're from Liverpool.
Yeah.
So we've got Joe and James here. James is originally from Liverpool. You grew up which part of Liverpool? Are you from the posh part or the?
No, I'm from Kirby, which is like barely in Liverpool, but we just say Liverpool.
Yeah, we're going to get mocked now for saying we're in Liverpool.
I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Look, we know that there's like divide in terms of areas. you got like the Wirral, and then you've got Kirby, and then you got like you got all of that new bit like the Balkans and whatever. That's very posh and every wine bars and all. It's lovely. But yeah, where are you generally sort of playing in and around the Liverpool area?
A lot of city centre. We've played Heebie-Jeebies, the Jacaranda, and the Jacaranda's other venue in the Baltic, and Zanzibar. And where else we playing?
Did you mention Jacaranda?
I did mention Jacaranda, yeah. So yeah, at the moment, a lot of city centre stuff. We play a lot in Manchester as well, and then starting next year, we're getting our asses around the country.
Oh, where you mainly like to go? I mean, everybody wants to go to London and whatever, just because of the scene or whatever. But where personally that you've never been before, would you both like to go?
So London notwithstanding, it would be Glasgow for me. My favourite band of all time, Frightened Rabbit, are from there. Got a little tattoo with them. And I would love to go and play some of the venues that they started playing out at.
Nice. I love that little story. That's really good. You've actually you've thought about that so much that you've actually had a tattoo. Brilliant.
Exactly. In preparation for this interview, it's still really raw.
Yeah, I was going to say, he literally hadn't had that tattoo until he knew he was doing this interview, and then he went to get it because he knew that he was going to bring that story out. That's fantastic. In
fact, I've got one of your logo on my back, but I don't think I can get it out on camera.
No, not on camera. It's fine.
Right, yeah,
we know it's there. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, he's actually got this QR code tattooed on his back. Took hours, really did. James, what about you? Where would you most like to go in the country?
Like you said, excluding London, I'm thinking Birmingham. I've never been. People say it's miserable, and I want to know why.
Hey! Just don't mention that while you're there.
We'll bring some joy to those fine people. They're just Aussie. We're happy to come in and fill that gap. I think of myself as some sort of a princess of darkness, so that'll work out nicely.
Do you? Did you watch that gig, by the way?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, right. So many clips. Youngblood steal the show, yeah, or not?
He did well on Changes. Changes is my favourite Aussie song as well.
Yeah.
Although there's a fantastic Changes cover by a bloke called Charles Bradley, if you know him. He's one of my favourites. He does a tremendous version of Changes.
Yeah, and he's recently just done. He's on stage with Aerosmith as well. He did Crazy Train. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. No, you see that? You like yourself some Youngblood, don't you?
I do like myself some Youngblood. But I've been stuck watching Changes over and over again.
I think. Do you know that Youngblood's just opened this shop up in Denmark Street in London as well, which is like a place there. Yeah, he's got an office there as well.
Oh.
I think he's encouraging like bands to go down and like play there as well. So maybe you get yourself down and
there you go. Try and get in. See if you like
it. An idea now, haven't you?
Be even younger bloods.
What made you start this band?
Oh well, we've all been in other bands previously, and I think we were all a little tired of being their backing musicians. Right. So myself and Hazy, our other guitarist, he can't be with us at the moment, started the band just while we were living as neighbours in Anfield, and we've probably spent about a year writing some tracks, not oft sober, until we decided to make it a real band. Quickly came across Koza, our bassist, and James, and I think after maybe about 3 months of practicing together, just started gigging.
Yeah,
it's been going very, very well so far. But yeah, I think we just wanted to explore some stranger sounds to what you typically hear from a lot of the bands around the area.
Were you a bit bored in the bands that you were in? I mean, no one's listening. It's fine. Shh, you can say.
Yes, I think that's a very fair way of saying it. They're all very talented musicians, but they all had a sound they picked day one and would not deviate from.
Right.
Whereas I think we're much more keen to explore new things.
Yeah, I like your sound a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's got real energy to it. I mean, it kind of for me is almost more American than English. Does that make sense to you?
I'll take it. A lot of big American bands in the inspiration. A lot of, Midwest emo as a genre has been a huge influence on me. A lot of their sort of counter melodies and the intricate picking. And then Car Seat Headrest, huge influence as well. Another big American band. Darwin D's. So, yeah, I can make sense. As long as you stay in that I don't sound like an American, we're fine.
No. I'm not saying that at all. But I just feel like there's... I think you could slot right in with playing with a number of American bands that have got that kind of more alternative sound. And you know,
who do you reckon would be a good opener for?
I think actually you should go out with someone like Modest Mouse or someone like that to be.
That's it, though.
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah.
Right, Modest Mouse, if you're listening, we accept.
Thanks for the offer.
Something a little bit different, you know, somebody that's like pushed the boundaries a little bit more, and I think that's totally there. What are you writing about for the people that don't know?
Oh, usually about various characters from our real lives, the ones that frustrate us and whatnot. Not always for the worst, you know. Sometimes you can enjoy having a bit of that tit for tat with someone, but obviously because it would be mortifying if anyone in our real lives knew what we were writing about. We tend to dress it up in a fair amount of sci-fi and doodahs, whether it's about biblically accurate angels or spaceships or some creature that lives in the woods. They're
basically what he's saying is he's taking real life drama and he's making it so abstracted from the truth, so you wouldn't possibly know who it was unless you.
I know. I know, and they know, and that's all that matters.
He knows, they know. That's all that matters, but it avoids all legal wranglings at all costs.
Precisely.
That's the best way to be. That is the best way to be. I listened to your latest song that you got out there on the old YouTube earlier, because you've got it out on YouTube. Yeah. So tell us a bit more about that.
Wow, creature culture. About the song or the video?
Do you know what? No, let's start with the song.
Okay, the song I wrote in a particularly messy period of my life, we'll say. when I was going out a lot and making all these sort of whirlwind friendships. And the song is a reflection on how, you know, at the time they might seem a bit all encompassing, but really they were just damaging and time consuming and money consuming. Oh God, how money consuming. So it was a reflection on that. The first half of the song is sort of the more enjoying it, the running through all the motions, enjoying just sort of being out of your mind. And then as it transitions into this more 3/4 section, we go into the more introspective elements about maybe tanking your liver 24/7, not ideal.
Yeah.
But obviously that bit of a bummer topic. So we abstracted that into a lovely little tale about a creature that lives in the woods and just wants to be a person. And we did a lot of shooting on that in the woods, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we brought all the props in the video.
Oh God.
We brought them all up, whatever mountain it was. And
Mole Famo with the carrier TV and a Hoover and the costumes up. It was exhausting.
Right. Now. So can I kind of sort of interject and bring this situation to a sort of conversation about this? So whose idea was it? Yours?
Yes.
Right. So you have this idea, and is everybody at the time when you have this idea, are they sober?
Yes. Everyone else was probably sober.
Everyone else was probably sober. You weren't. You had this idea. They all said yes, though, because they weren't really listening, were they? They were doing something else. They were multitasking.
That's most of it. I just talk and they don't listen, and then eventually they end up in the car going somewhere they don't.
Right. They're midway there in the car. Someone sat there in the back with a TV on their lap going, do we really have to bring this? How's this going to work? Right. Now they're halfway up this hill. Right. And then they're going, I hate you. Is this pretty much it?
Essentially, with the notable exception of course, I carried the television. I took that burden on myself. They had to carry much heavier things like some cloth and a little plant. And yet somehow they did all the complaining. But I wonder how that works out.
it was a very important plan.
It was an important plant, to be fair. And in the car, the other realization that dawned upon one of us was one of us realized they had to go in the suit. And we all knew it would be Hazy, the guitarist. He hadn't quite clocked on that it would be him yet. But when we got out and it was 30-degree weather and we put him in a big ghillie suit with a wooden face mask he couldn't breathe in, he became disillusioned with rock and roll superstardom very quickly.
Oh, right. Yeah. Look, do you know what's coming across here? You guys seem to actually have an awful lot of fun doing this. Is first and foremost, are you just enjoying the company of each other? As much as the music? Yeah. That's so important because actually you meet a lot of bands these days and they just it almost feels like work.
I think that's every band we've been in other than this one.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing to be here.
Yeah. Do you feel that carries across into performance and the music itself? The fact that you're,
Definitely. I mean, in the live performance, we spend most of the time just screaming at each other and trying to make each other laugh. Especially Hazy. I like trying to make that man break because if it makes him mess up on the guitar as well, I can count that as a little victory. But yeah, and then when we came to do the recording, we know that people have always liked the live show and we wanted to try and translate that best we could. So once we'd done all the tracking and the vocals, we went back through and almost did sort of like ad-libs and call-outs on top of it, cheering each other on retrospectively, and then pushed that fairly far back into the mix. So if you're listening, you can hear it.
It's there.
Yeah. It just gives it a nice little element of like it feels a bit more like you're there with us in the room.
Okay. Apart from that song, what else stylistically can we expect from you? What other kind of areas are you working on?
We want to continue going into changing time signatures, changing tempos, sort of going through different movements in our songs, especially on the next EP, which I'm not legally allowed to say anything about, or I'll get a bullet. There is a lot more freedom with the structuring, a lot more interesting choices when it comes to how we get from one song to another as well. We've got the quite big pedal boards, so we're going into sort of a soundscapey territory to transition from songs to one another. We'd already do that live, but we're trying to find a way to translate that to recording without it just sounding like a big wave of feedback, which is not always the worst thing, but needs to be deployed slightly more tactfully.
Now, look, this is not a bad tactic at all in terms of, sort of musical journey. I mean, English teacher won the Mercury Prize last year. I mean,
They're great as well.
Fantastic. Yeah. And they certainly mess around with time signatures and, sounds and whatever else. So seeing them win the Mercury Prize, was that quite a good sort of feeling, for you?
Definitely. It's good to see. I think, especially the last couple of years, the Mercury Prize has been going more regularly to guitar artists. I mean, I think there's definitely been a lull in popular guitar music for a while, but with people like English Teacher winning the prestigious awards and people like Olivia Rodrigo cleaning up the charts, it is nice to see guitar music coming back. And then, of course, you've got bands like Oasis doing these huge reform tours.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to try and be in a rock band, I think.
Yeah. Could you spend, £1,000 on an anorak? do you feel like?
I can't spend £1,000 on rent.
do you feel like that's aspirational?
I think I would like to have some sort of brother I could have a very public feud with. I don't have any biologically, so maybe via adoption we could sort that out. We've got a few inches on the Gallaghers though. So we might need to chop ourselves off at the knees too.
How tall are you then?
What are you now? So we hired him when he was 17 and I was the tallest in the band and I was happy with that. And this little so-and-so has kept growing and I'm very unimpressed with that fact. Right. I'm 6'2", a nice normal height. What are you little freak?
More than that.
Wow.
Inappropriate. Inappropriately tall is the answer.
So do you know, like in the 90s, like lots of the indie bands and whatever, they all had their own little football teams, right? And then when they toured, they played other bands with football. So you should be doing basketball, right?
Oh, that could work. Yeah. I feel like we were great at that. You're already half your way. His name's already half the way there to LeBron James, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're just regular James.
I will be regular James. I
think you should get practicing now. I think that could be good. I think you should almost kind of like tout other bands to like, the challenge. You go, look, we will take you on. You bring us on as the support act. We'll come on tour with you and we'll whip your ass on the basketball court. Right?
I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah. Because I just feel like, no other bands doing that, are they? They're like, well, you should take me on tour because I've had this many, streams. No. Actually challenge bands where they want to be challenged. Come on, take me on tour. We will whip your ass on the basketball court. That's just, that's so much better. Yeah.
I think Hazen and Co's will be on board. Oh, we're one short though. We're one short. You need 5 on a basketball team. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm only 6 foot, so I might be too short.
You know what? That's fine. Still taller than Hazy.
There you go. Okay. So now, who are you challenging? Right. So bands that are out there at the moment that you'd love to go
famous
on,
short bands.
Yes.
I mean, Oasis. You won.
Maybe slightly out of reach at the moment, but
I don't think the Beatles would be very tall. There's only 2 of them now, and they're even older as well. So that's probably a good shout. That's an easy win.
That's a complete win. What about in terms of your peers that are maybe like people in the area that are doing quite well that you'd quite like to challenge? That would be quite interesting.
The Marigolds local. They're too tall, aren't they? Joe Marigold.
Tackle us.
Yeah, no, they'd have us. All right, okay, I reckon are pretty tough as well. Paul Askew, we'll take him. A very good mate of ours, Paul Askew. 4v1, we would absolutely decimate that lad.
Right. He could get his own little team together, couldn't he?
He has a backing band, but unbeknownst to him, we would have kneecapped them well before entering the court.
Well, you managed to just mention another band.
We're not going up against them. No, they'd have us. They'd have us. They're in the right and they'd have us.
Yeah. Just stay away from there. Yeah. That's totally it. What's the next kind of ambition for you?
Well, we have another EP on the way again that I can't mention.
It's always great, when people come on an interview. I'm going to promote my music, but I can't mention any of it.
That's-
It's just the way of it.
We
You've
can
got
mention
that-
all the stuff that's out currently, and
I'll tell you what. What you've got is little Christmas toys, right? Which will be available at the right price if people buy them, but not before. And they come free with an EP, which you can't mention, but only if people pay in advance for the EP. Yeah,
sounds perfect.
perfect. There we go,
It's
folks.
genius. We strangely do actually have some weird little toys that we're selling.
Hey!
We have a headline gig to promote the EP this Saturday, and at it we will be selling little milk cartons full of goodies. There's little keychains made of plasticine, all handmade. There's some tarot cards designed after the band and the tracks. There's some sweeties. There's some other gubbins. I won't give everything away, but yes,
He's not giving it away. You can buy it.
Exactly.
The EP.
It would be a steal at 4 times the price, I tell you. So if you're there, get yourself a little milk carton.
Brilliant.
And then next year
you're doing merch as well. Are you doing merch as well? Are you?
Yeah, we're selling some t-shirts. They'll be available. They've got the EP cover on the front, and the logo on the side.
Nice.
We have a couple of exclusive items up for offer to do with our guitarist's feet pictures, but we can't discuss that until the night. It'll be an auction on the night. We're hoping the alcohol encourages people to buy.
There you go. And all the money will be going to charity.
Yes, charity is the name of our secret 5th member who funds our EP.
There you go. That's what you need. You need a 5th member called charity, so you can literally say every time the money goes to charity, and then
I think
charity,
it's genius.
And then charity pays us. It's just brilliant. Oh, fantastic! No. This is just too good. It's just too good.
Have a good time.
So the EP's coming out. What about more touring? Have you got sort of like dates in the bag for the rest of the year, or?
Yes, we've got 13th of September, we're doing a headline, and then we're supporting gigs on the 17th of October, 30th of October, the 7th of November, whatever the Saturday is there, with a couple more in talks. But we'll be taking a short break in December and January to dust up some new material, ready to do a little tour in February. Okay. We'll be going to London, going to Sheffield, going to Manchester, Liverpool, Glasgow, hopefully, and then whatever else we can sort out.
Right, now, because we're coming towards the end of the interview, right, and what we need people to do is that people that, you know how like YouTube and all of this rubbish works, right, is that quite often people watch all the bits at the start and then they get bored because they've got the attention span of a narrow sparrow. So what we need to do is we need to put something in now and then tell them that it's towards the end so that they keep watching all the way to the end. See, it's clever.
Exciting. Okay.
Right. So that's what we're going to do. So what we need to know is who in the band has got the most embarrassing track that they listen to. That's the kind of like a guilty pleasure.
I mean, I'll put myself up first if you want to go, or do you want to go?
You first. I'll join in.
I genuinely, unironically think that "Baby" by Justin Bieber is a good song. I don't care. I've heard it all before. People say that's a cliche answer. It's not. It's a great tune by an artist. I was gonna say great artist. Not that far, but it's a great tune by an artist.
By a man.
And we learned in that song that when he was 13, he had his first love, which I think is beautiful. I carry that thought with me every night.
It's a beautiful thing.
I
do think the rest of the band need to play it sometime, and you can just whip that one out as a.
I think if I tuck my hair back a bit, maybe I can do a little bit of it. There you go, like a 2013 Justin Bieber.
Baby,
oh, I'm like baby. See, perfect.
Just fantastic, yeah.
Look,
I've heard some really great covers of things like Britney Spears songs, whatever, by rock bands and alternative bands and whatever. I just think maybe that song needs an alternative version of it.
What's your guilty shame track then, love?
My guilty shame track. I mean, less guilt, but the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme.
Oh, banger. Certified good track.
Of course.
I would
Now,
100% do that one.
that isn't guilty, right?
No.
Everybody knows that's an absolute classic. Right?
Incredible tune. Would do that in a heartbeat.
Oh,
What Power Ranger do you reckon you are?
Yeah, what Power Ranger? I always wanted to be white. Everyone wants to be white, right?
I'll go with the silver one from Wild Force. He had really big nostrils, and I used to think that was hilarious.
Well, the thing is, in the classic era of Power Rangers, you had Power Rangers that went from blue to red to white, didn't you? Or then silver. You know, it was like some people like morphed from one Power Ranger color to another. If you were
that was a very American Ranger there, the red, white, and blue one.
That was the red, white, and blue Ranger. Look at me, American Ranger.
I thought he wouldn't have any sort of animal Zord. It would just be like a big gun or a Chevy, just a huge skyscraper-sized Chevrolet.
I think what you should do is you should play that as your intro music.
Yeah.
Come in, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then later on in the evening, for somebody to win one of those little things that you just talked about, they have to name the two side characters.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
The little comedy duo that always, I
can name one of them.
Yeah, but can you name both of them? That would be great. What a great question.
Little competition. No, and then, a few gigs down the line, if the old budget increases, we'll come out in costume. Tremendous. That would be the dream. Power Rangers costume each.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take a little clip from this now and we'll go, right, so what is your guilty pleasure track? That was the clip. And then you go, and you need to do the pensive pause where you go, my guilty pleasure track is like that. And then we'll put that all together. And then everybody will go, oh, I've got to watch right to the end to do it. So you do that right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We got it.
Yeah. Go. What is your guilty pleasure track?
I reckon my guilty pleasure track is probably Baby by Justin Bieber.
Oh, there you go. You see? There you go. That becomes that bit, but we cut it off just before Baby, you see? And then
Of course.
It's brilliant. The things you do for social media to get people's attention.
Oh God, tell us about it. We're new to this whole thing and desperately trying to figure ourselves out with it.
Well, yeah. If you ever need any help, just let us know. One last thing. How can people help you right now?
You can go and stream at EP Lecce anywhere you listen to music. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, YouTube Music, all that. You can go watch our music video on YouTube for our track Creature Culture. And if you're in the Liverpool or Manchester area or further afield, come to our gig on Saturday the 13th. It'll be really, really good. And if it's not, shame on you, I guess.
It's somebody else's fault.
Yeah, if it's not, there will be a cosmic error has occurred and altered your brain chemistry, making you not like it, because we can guarantee it's good.
Well, what we will be doing is when this goes out on Spotify, etc., we'll actually put like the EP, etc. We'll tag it into it so that because people, it's a long way for your thumb to go from there to there, but they can just about manage that. If they have to go off the screen to somewhere else, it's far too much for them. So we'll do that. And I've already subscribed to your YouTube channel, but what I'll do is I'll make some links between my YouTube channel and yours as well, so that we can.
Oh, perfect. We'll do the same in kind.
Hopefully, pull a few more people across, and then people will enjoy the music and all of that thing. It's been beautiful meeting you both, Joe and James.
Thank you very much
for coming on.
Been a pleasure.
This has been Joe and James, folks, from the Wonderful Brides. Do go and check out their music now. Get down to the gig. Get yourself a little, thing,
milk carton.
A little milk carton. Milky. You have to do. You won't. You're too young to remember Milky, aren't you?
Yes, but it was equally as funny.
All right. an English comedian called Harry Enfield.
Oh yeah, I know Harry Enfield, yeah.
Yeah, used to do this character with like milk, and he used to go Milky Milky. And anyway, there you go. Milky Milky will be available at the Bride.
We should have renamed it that.
If you get down there, and get yourself a t-shirt when they come out as well, because then you'll look cool. And you know, you want to look cool, don't you? Because
very cool t-shirts.
It's impossible to look cool without a bride's t-shirt. That's what I've heard. That's what. We will be back soon with more My Music, but until then, from myself and the lovely lads here, we are going to go and get a pint. But
have a good one.
Bye for now.
Bye.